lamp to my feet and a light.
Do you ever get discouraged and dismayed? Is there a moment in your life when things seems to be going really well, but then all of a sudden the other shoe drops and things are not going as well? Things are going great, but then they take a turn and now things aren't going great. In these moments, we tend to lower our head. We tend to bow our head and to be downcast. We tend to look for answers on our shoelaces. We tend to look for the reason at our feet. But in today's verse, we look at a passage that reminds us to look at life differently, that when we get discouraged, to lift our heads. In Psalm 121, verse 1, it says, "I lift my eyes unto the hills. Where does my help come from?" And verse 2 answers the question, "My help comes from the Lord." Welcome, friends, to the Word for Wednesday for September 18th, 2024. This is the 13th installment of our 52 for You, where we're looking at one verse every single week to help us think about the power of God in our life, to be grounded in God's Word, and to be connected with one another as we reflect upon these particular passages. In this passage, the psalmist is discouraged by something. Life has hit him hard. And in that moment, instead of choosing to continue with his head down, he decides to lift his head up. I believe that a lot of things can change in our lives when we just look up, when we look around. We tend to see the goodness of God. John Muir, who was a great environmentalist and known as the father of our national park system, once said, "The mountains are calling, I must go." This is one of my favorite quotes by Muir because I love the mountains. I love to go to these majestic places and climb as high as I can, to overlook all the stuff that I'm leaving behind me, to overlook all the things that God has created and realize that when I come down off of that mountain, I have opportunity to be a part of what God is doing in those midst. But I have to admit that sometimes when I get down into the ground, when I get off the mountaintop, it seems as if I'm just downcast, that nothing is going right, that I need to look up more and more. I need to lift my eyes. Lift my eyes not just to my own circumstance and my own power, but lift my eyes into the hills. And then ask the question, as the psalmist did, where does my help come from? And I know the answer, and I pray you will too. Your help, my help, comes from the Lord. Hope this helps you today, and I hope you will dig deeper into God's Word as you think about how your life can be different when you lift your eyes unto Him. God bless you, and have a great day.